Hey everyone, welcome back for another week of Lego building. This week I'm doing the Lego Winter Village Station. Now there's two parts to this build. There's the car and the tracks, and the second part is the building. I'm going to start with the car and the tracks. Now there's two numbered bags of parts, multiple bags in each number set. And in the first bag of parts there are 3 minifigs. Now, each of these minifigs only has one expression on their face. This minifig has a briefcase and some money. Printed brick, money. There's 3 minifigs. We have an older woman, a man, and a young kid. Next up is just a couple lampposts. 2 lamps with Christmas wreaths on them. There's some of these trees in this set which I find very nostalgic. I have in my early sets from the 80s, 70s and 80s, I have a lot of these trees and there's just something about them. Yeah, it's all one molded piece, but it just reminds me of playing with the Lego when I was a kid. There's 2 of them, a small one and a big one. Now we got some tracks. This is my first Lego set that has train tracks. Now there's no actual train with this set, just the tracks. Okay, well, I only need one for now. So this first one's a train crossing. This must be for the crossing guard. Now, sit in there. Oh, that's really simple, but pretty cool. And the friction in the part is strong enough to hold them in position. I love the simplicity of this, but the functionality is still there. Now, a couple of signposts. Now, there is a sticker sheet for this set. It's quite an elaborate one. It's not that big, but there's a lot of writing on the parts. Now, the stickers I need are both the same. They're just showing a rail crossing. Stickers, how I loathe thee. 2 very simple signposts. One there, one here. In the set, the trees are shown as being loose, which, for people who watch my videos, 2 things I hate: stickers and loose pieces. So for now, since there's no actual train that goes with this set, and there's space available, I'm going to stick these trees on the set. Now, if there was an actual train going through here, I'm sure those would be in the way. I'm going to put the rest of my tracks on here. Now these tracks go together. Do they just snap in this way? Oh, that's quite cool. Definitely like the way these snap together. Instead of being over top of each other, they just go in sideways. Next up is a small bus. Now I might break it into its own video. If I do break it into its own video, please go check out the mini build for the bus. I'll put a link in this video. It's time for bag number 2 of the Winter Village Station set. First off is 2 more minifigs. There's a man with a ticket, nice printed brick that says ticket, and a woman who looks like she's a coffee barista. There's the 2 figures. There's kind of a turntable here. Now I don't think there's anything that actually moves. This might just be to allow something to sit at an angle. The assembly steps is kind of unusual. Mind you, this foundation is kind of unusual. Starting to grow pretty big, pretty quickly. I think my initial assumption was correct. This is just going to be so that something can sit 45 degrees to everything else here. Now this is going to be a mailbox. Sticker on the front. Sticker is just a horn. Just a little unusual to go in a mailbox. And a printed brick, which is just a standard envelope. Put the envelope into the mailbox, and that way it's not a loose piece. That's an odd part. It looks like a tiny microphone, but I think it's just acting as a pin. Ooh, it really snapped in there. A weird part just slides through this chain. I've never seen that before. Well, I put these on the wrong side of the part. Yeah, that's not right. This should be like this. The chain is supposed to go from one end to the other here. I don't like the way this is constructed. Those don't really sit in there that well. See, it just pops right out. Oh, man. Yeah, there's nothing about this I like. A finicky little assembly. That stupid thing. There's some hooks buried in there. This will attach right in there. And it's a ramp. There's a checkerboard pattern. This pops into here. That must be for where the walls go. Subassembly, a bench. This is pretty standard construction for a small bench. Should rotate, but that's really stiff. Oof, that's very stiff. There's a bench. Another printed brick. Looks like a cash register. Ticket counter. Another printed brick. Another one of these tickets. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be a loose piece in here, but I really don't like that. I'm going to leave it in there for now, but at some point when I'm finished the build, I'm going to find a place to attach that ticket to so it doesn't fall out. Subassembly time. I think this is going to be a coffee machine. 2 coffee mugs. Little coffee station. No, I don't drink coffee, so someone's going to have to tell me if that looks accurate or not. Coffee maker goes over here. Come on. Oh, I see. So it's the window for the ticket counter, and there's a tiny slot underneath so that you can pass ticket and the money through. Big wall subassembly. Oh, of course it went underneath the cabinet. All the way to the back. Oh. Couple nice printed bricks in this small assembly. Looks like they're just newspapers. You can actually read the text on one of them. And, unfortunately, one sticker. So the newspapers are printed. This sticker looks like it's the coffee menu. This window's on hinges so it can move, open and closed. The good thing about these printed bricks is they attach to the wall here, so they're not loose, which is great. That's pretty cool. Nice bit of detail. Should slide right in there. These bricks are a bit of a pre-molded decoration. And another sticker. Sticker says tickets. Not sure what this is supposed to be. Looks like a small tree. Whatever it is, it goes on the roof. I think it goes right there. And it can rotate to look like a sloping roof. Ah, see this thing? I just tapped it and it fell apart. I really don't like the way this was assembled. It's just too flimsy. Nothing in a Lego set should be that flimsy. Sticker. Now this says Winter Village. Well, that's probably the straightest one I've got on yet. Now this one goes over here. I don't know why that is there. Christmas wreaths. Some roof infrastructure to get ready for a bit of a tower. Some hooks here for obviously some attachments to come later. Bit of a decorative column. There's 4 of those. So the green side goes on the inside. Three printed bricks. And it's of a clock. This is a great printed brick, and there's 3 of them. That's awesome. This obviously is a clock tower. Now these snap in to these hooks that are in these windows. Well, that looks good, the way that it actually sits flush to the outside. Now, some panels to close out that assembly. These just snap into these hooks, and then tilt. 2 more stickers and we'll be done. These are both the same, and they both say Winter Village with like the train schedule. Now, one sign goes on the inside of the set. And again, I broke this again. Really don't like that. One goes in here, and one will go on the wall on the outside. There. I want to get rid of this ticket. Luckily, there's an exposed stud. I'm going to put it right on the stud, so now that can't go anywhere. Well, there's the station. The construction wasn't what I was thinking. I thought the roof might have been all one piece, but I like the individual panels that they put in here that you can rotate. I still have no idea what this green thing is here supposed to be. Maybe Christmas tree in the attic? Not sure. Nice clock tower. Kind of a chain banister, which I really don't like because I've broken it at least twice already. Mailbox with a letter inside. A decent mix of printed bricks and stickers, although no stickers would have been great. Got a bench over here. All we need to do now is mate this with the assemblies from bag number 1 and we'll be finished. There's our train tracks. Here's the 2 lamps that were built in bag number 1. I can actually attach them to the set now. Got our other minifigs. I'll just kind of stick them around here. I'll put her on the platform. We're waiting for the train. Here's everything. We got our bus, removable top, great detail on the bus. Again, I broke this out into a separate video, so link in the description below. Please go check out the mini build for the bus to see the details. But the roof comes off. There's some presents on the top. You can fit 4 minifigs inside. The door opens. So there's a bit of functionality there. And of course, it's on wheels, so it can move. You can play with this a bit. You can raise the crossing guards. You can drive the bus over the crossing guard. In the end, I was able to affix everything to something, so there's no loose parts. The tracks themselves are not connected to the station, so you can position them wherever you like. I imagine you could. It is kind of set up that you could attach the bottom here to the tracks, and that actually might be the intent, is to actually lap these over. You can lap them onto the track and you can attach it like that, so now everything's attached. Well, what do you think of the set? So apart from this assembly over here, which is very flimsy, I like this. It's got a lot of detail. There's a decent amount of playability with this set, but even more playability once there's a train. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'll have something new for next week.